In this video, I'll show you exactly which AI video generator you should be using right now. So I have spent thousands of dollars testing all these different AI platforms and video generator models to find out the best ones for you. So in this video, we're going to put the top models side by side, and we're not only going to analyze the quality, but we're also going to consider the audio. I'm using Magnific AI Spaces to test these video generators because this platform allows me to access all the best AI video generators under one subscription. You could do the exact same experiment in Higgsfield, OpenArt, or any platform that gives you access to these top models. And now in this video, we are going to recreate this actual video clip that I shot yesterday. And now just as a comparison, let us see how AI generated video sounds like compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way. And at the end, I will reveal you which AI video generator model gave me the most accurate clone of this clip. And the way I'm gonna do this is that I will give the AI a short description of the video where I'm telling the AI what I want the man to say and also what the audio profile should sound like. And then I'm gonna tell the AI to start the video from this picture or this frame and to end it in this frame. So this is such a basic and mundane task that the AI should not have any issues producing this kind of thing because you already have these AI movies and music videos and everything, right? Well, not so fast, because what I'm about to show you in this video is not some AI marketing hype, but these are actual results that are not manufactured in any way or shape or form. This video shows you what is actually possible with the current state-of-the-art AI video generators. But now let us jump into the results. So let's get started with the Pixverse 6 video generator. So here's the result.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way.
This result was absolutely terrible. So for some reason, he is spinning around and not walking as I guided it to do with the reference pictures. But also the audio sounds absolutely terrible. It almost sounds like as if we are inside, or at least in some kind of place where there is no noise, even though it's supposed to be windy and it's supposed to have some cars in the background and waves hitting the shore. And speaking of the audio, it also sounds like it has kind of a loose connection and it is a bit crushed. So it is definitely a robotic sound that I would need to replace before using this clip. But the way that he's talking in this clip actually looks pretty realistic. So based on this clip, if you're not hearing the sound, it could actually be a bit hard to tell if this AI generated or not. Let's move on to the next clip. So this is the Kling 3.0 model, and this is what I had very high expectations for.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI generated video sounds compared to when I do all the real video, all the audio references and everything the right way.
Okay, well, that was actually even worse than what we got back from the Pixverse 6 model. So here, it doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. So my beard looks unnatural, my mouth looks like it is sometimes moving when I speak and sometimes it's not, and also my teeth and my tongue look very strange in some of these shots. But at least this time the dude is walking as it's supposed to in this video. So I'd say it's still pretty realistic if you're watching this without the audio. Once you turn the audio on, it immediately gives it away that this is AI generated. Then we move on to Sora 2 Pro model. And this one only allowed us to enter a starting picture. So when I told the AI to start the video from this picture and end it to this picture or to these frames, it wouldn't do that because it only allows to do the start frame. Nonetheless, that doesn't matter because we can still see what kind of a video we get. So here it is. Now, this one's the worst so far. So there is no audio and my eyes look very weird. My mouth movement looks super unnatural and the video quality is absolutely terrible. You can immediately tell even if you upscaled it or did the 180p resolution, this just is not going to work. And even though we could regenerate this a couple of times to get the audio in as well, it is clear to me from this clip alone, even without seeing the audio, that this is just simply not going to work because this looks robotic as heck. Then we're moving on to the VEO 3.1 model. So this is the AI model made by Google that caused a lot of hype about a year ago.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video.
And to be fair, this one's pretty decent when it comes to the audio. So it definitely sounds like he's walking ashore. There are some waves in the background hitting the beach. And you can also hear the wind making this kind of a crumbling sound, or whatever you call it when it hits the microphone of the camera. But on the other hand, the video looks terrible. So the lip sync is a bit off. My mouth and my tongue look absolutely unnatural. And also towards the end, something very strange happens. So basically, the video generator forces the end frame right over there like this, and then it even fails in doing that, and it transitions to something completely different. So once again, a totally unusable clip. Then we have the Happy Horse AI video generator model. And I wanted to cover this one because this has had some kind of a hype in the past couple of months. And this is a relatively new model that people don't know about and don't talk about in videos. But a lot of people are asking for this. So let us actually quickly look what kind of a result we get back.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way.
Now, this is just awful. So if you pause this at any frame, you can actually see that it doesn't really look like a video, but it's more of a painting. And also, the audio landscape is absolutely terrible because it sounds like we're inside, and it's not even that. It actually sounds like some kind of a 15, 20-year-old synthesizer that is producing this audio. So, yes, this is super impressive, but usable, not that much. So then we actually have the Grok AI video generator, and this one would produce a result like this.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way.
Oh no, it seems like this is a common pattern that repeats. So once again, the lip sync is off. Sometimes I'm saying the words clearly that I am saying in the audio side, and sometimes it doesn't really match with what the lips are doing. And also, my mouth looks super unnatural, and the tongue, and also sometimes the words don't just come out for some reason. And also, it once again sounds like a loose connection where you have a cord halfway plugged in your headset. So a totally bit crushed and robotic audio. Then as the next tool, we have the Gemini Omni model that Google released last month. So here's the result we get from that.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references.
Well, that's a bit problematic. So I told the agent to create a video that says what I wanted it to say, very similar to what I did previously with all these other tools, but this one would only create me an 8-second clip. Also, there's a weird transition towards the end, and my mouth movement looks funky. My teeth look totally messed up if you pause it over here, for example. So it is kind of like the same issue we had with those image generators like a year or two ago, but now that applies to these video generators. And also, if you listen to it carefully, it kind of sounds like the man has some food in his mouth or a very dry throat, because it kind of sounds like this, not like this. It's a bit unclear at some part.
Just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds.
But then we move on to the Seedance 2.0 model. So this is most of the time called the best video generator out there on the market right now. So let us take a look at the result.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way.
And yes, I'm not gonna lie, this is by far the best AI video I got out of these tools, and it's by a long shot. So the movement looks very natural. If you're not listening to this clip, if you're just watching it, there's really not much that would actually give it away that this is AI generated. So the mouth looks natural, the lips look natural, the tongue looks natural, he's walking in a natural way. And even if you listen through it with the audio, you can hear some kind of a background noise and background noise profile that kind of makes sense to this scene. But even on this clip, I would say that the audio is still a bit weird. So the voice sounds a bit too clear and studio-like considering an environment like this.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds.
And if we actually compare this with the original actual clip that I filmed in this place,
and now just as a comparison, let us see how AI-generated video sounds.
You can kind of see that it is still quite a bit off in these AI-generated videos. But then last but not least, if you want to improve your audio in your videos, you actually have to do some manual work. So here's a video clip where I did some audio engineering, and here's what it sounds like.
And now, just as a comparison, let us see how an AI-generated video sounds compared to a real video when I do all the audio settings and references and everything the right way.
So that is a completely AI-generated clip, but it has no audio. I basically added the audio in manually myself. And in short, the way I did this is that I entered this website called pixverse.com and I started to search for these sound effects. So for example, wind sound. And once I found enough sound effects, I then added this original video into the timeline. I muted the clip altogether, and then I just dropped all those different audio layers. So for example, waves hitting the rocks, wind rustling grass, highway from a distance. And then I also added my professional voice clone from 11 Labs. So I basically replaced what is said in this video by my voice clone by using the 11 Labs AI voice changers. So I just dragged and dropped the video over here, and I chose my professional voice clone. I hit generate speech, and then I downloaded the 11 Labs AI speech version of that video, and then I just dropped that into the timeline in the iMovie editor. And by the way, if you want to learn how to clone your voice, if you want to do this by yourself, just check the link in the description. I've left you a link to the tutorial where I show you how to use the 11 Labs voice cloning feature. Nonetheless, I think this video is a great example of how far we're still from being actually able to create good looking and good sounding videos with AI. So Seedance 2.0 gets us close. The audio is not that great, but the video looks pretty natural in these simple use cases. But in these other tools, even on a very, very basic use case like this, it is a complete disaster and an absolutely unusable clip that you get back. But that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.